Okay, don't mind me just playing a little bit of Odd Secret Mage, going a little aggro here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I teched in this mind control tech simply because I was playing against a lot of hunters, and I wanted to steal spellstones or a wide arrangement of beasts, but I have not needed to steal anything. This could be Odd Rogue. Odd Rogue could potentially get up to 4 minions, but I'm pretty sure I'll be controlling the board fairly effectively with my hero power. So I'm not all that worried, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that. It's going to be Dire Mole, Coin Black Cat, I think, just to get out a 3-drop. Or maybe we just play slow and controlled. That's fine. He's going to hit this into my Dire Mole. I'm going to ping it off probably. Or I potentially the next turn, instead of playing Black Cat, Hero Power Coin Dire Mole. Just to get a little something on the board. Is he going to go face? This guy's really a legend player. He understands the intricacies of this deck. Okay. Not gonna lie, I respect that play a lot. He's gonna make me deal with his 1/1. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. But I'm gonna play a 3/3. Hope that he decides to kill it off. That's not a bad one to get. And I don't think I really need to go face here. I think I want to get rid of the Divine Shield. That way, if he pumps it up or something, it's just gonna end up dying. And I can also ping it off next turn and play my Dire Mole. So he's going to kill off the 3/3. That actually makes a lot of sense. He's probably going to weapon up, play a 1/1. Not a 1/1, a 1 mana card. Okay. That's fine. I'm actually going to get a decent amount of value out of this Dire Mole. It's going to help me kill not 1, but 2 minions of his. So we're going to play the Dire Mole because it's less likely to get killed by the dagger. Ping this and hit that. Off to an amazing start. Next turn, it's going to be double Firefly Ping as well, just to get a wide board. The fact that he didn't have a 3-drop was a little bit tilting if I were to be in his shoes right now, but it's fine. He kills off that. Do I agree? Not really. But I guess he would have had to kill it off at some point. We will kill him off and then play double Firefly. We will have the double Pyromaniac. Actually, while we're waiting for his turn, let's see what the win rate is. This win rate of this deck is 22 and 22. This deck is 50%. It's one of the decks that helped me get to Legend. It got me from rank 3 to 5. No, sorry. Whoa, that is the wrong direction. From 5 to 3. Sorry. We're going to hit with the 1/2 just because the 1/3, like, if potentially somehow there's a way that this thing can get healed, it would be optimal. Obviously, playing into a rogue, there's absolutely no way that could ever happen, but, you know, might as well just err on the side of not caution, but I don't know, maybe a little bit of caution. He's going to SI Agent, hit that. I'm going to have to kill off the Vicious Fledgling because that's just the thing that I'm going to be forced to kill. So I'm stuck between drawing another card and flooding the board. I think flooding the board, I think drawing another card is just objectively the better call here because he's a 3/4 that he's going to have to deal with anyway. And then next turn we're going to have the Dragonhawk, so. The real question is, does he have the Vile Spine? And if he does, and he kills Ragnaros, does that hurt me too much? My gut instinct says no. I might actually just not play him this turn. I'm very much considering not playing him this turn and playing him next turn and setting up a board. By which I mean going 1, 4, 5, and just building up a board. So we do this, Explosive Runes, followed by a Daring Fire Eater, ping it off. Keeps more things alive. He has a harder time dealing with a wider board. Next turn, I can Dragonhawk Arcane Missiles and help kill something off. Not too big of a deal. Ideally, he plays another 1-drop. He was really only playing that to get rid of the thingamabobber, though. So let's think. How much damage can I do right now? I can do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and either risk Arcane Missiles. Actually, no. Since I was going to play Arcane Missiles with the Dragonhawk, we might as well do it now. If one of them hits his face, we go face. Well, none of them hit his face. So we're not going to go super aggressive and go face. We're just going to do this and hit him twice. Ideally, that hits the 5-4. And now we have total board control, and there's nothing he can do. If one of the Arcane Missiles had hit his face, though, we would have just killed him. There's a Vile Spine Slayer. That's not enough to save his life. Right? He's at 8. I can do technically only 7 damage as far as he knows. But then we play Leroy, and we proved him that we have game. And boom. Well played. Not a pretty good game. Just all around cookie cutter, solid gameplay all around. 1-drops into 3-drops. Some 3-drops actually, not just controlled the board extremely well. He made a misplay at one point, not killing one of my minions, and then that Dire Mole went on to help value trade, not into 1 minion, but actually 2. And I think that little boost of tempo, having that extra 1-drop on the board for a little bit that helped me control the board, was probably one of the things that helped me win this game. And it's little things like that that change the outcome. So, like, just to be clear, though, the first time he went face with the Argent Squire, I don't disagree with. He forced me to have a response. But actually, I do disagree, simply because I had a response on board, potentially on curve, being just hero powering it and leaving my Dire Mole up. I would have probably traded in, but that's just me personally. I'm more of a control-y kind of person. But if you're playing an aggro deck, going face like that isn't necessarily the wrong call. I'm talking about later on turn like 3 or 4, if you want to go back and check that. One of those turns, he went face, and I said it was a mistake. So, I don't know. The first one, though, is kind of 50-50. Personally, I wouldn't have done it, but it wasn't. I respect the play. The second one, I think, was a mistake. You can go back and check it, though. It doesn't matter to me. On to the next game. Yes, I did indeed hit Legend. Yes, I did. And I am proud of it, too. This, if it's Odd Paladin, is a terrible matchup. If it's not Odd Paladin, is a okay matchup. I don't want any of these. I want 1-drops. I want a Dire Mole specifically to help me deal with a mass amount of 1-drops, and I have 2 1-drops of my own. I want to spectate a couple of my games. After this one. After this one, maybe a few. If any of you actually just want me to spectate games, especially since I hit Legend, so I'm probably not going to grind out for Legend for another, like, 2 months, because I only like doing it, like, once every expansion I'll want to go for Legend, and I've done it this expansion, so I'm not going to grind for it again. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could still do it, that I've still got it, and I do. But, maybe a little bit. But anyway, if you guys want me to spectate games and try to like help you guys out, I am more than happy to do that. Starting like now. As soon as you see this, because this I'm doing a week in advance, so it'll be like the start of the next season. This is a hard one. Missile is a good pickup, but I don't think I want to necessarily use it against this. But no, we will. Wow. That's upsetting. We're still going to hit it. Because that's just the only thing I can do. And my guy's 3 health, so might as well, right? I want to fight to board, I think. What? Do you want to fight? Oh, fight for board. Definitely misread that. I think what I want to do is get maximum value here. Followed by hit. He draws a card off of it, but I do have a decent amount of value on the board. Like, that was a 6-mana play on turn 1. No, it's not Odd Pally. He's going to end up healing a ton off of this, and that's going to be really rough for me. What if there's a card that could get through armor? Hear me out here. You might think that's crazy, but I think it's a genius idea because Warrior, ridiculously busted, and aggro decks can like get you almost there, but then they stabilize and gain armor at around like 5 to 10 health consistently. Paladin purposefully lowers his health down to 1. Easily punishable rather than allowing him to just heal up and not actually take nearly as much damage as I think he should. Fungal Mancer is just objectively the best play here. I'm going to go face with these. I might have actually just successfully been able to rush him down. It's turn. He has Equality, Consecrate, or just Consecrate. That's actually not bad for me. Oh, okay. So he heals for double. Kangor is stupid, but, you know, who cares? Oh my god, a nice pickup. Holy moly. This might actually have one of them hit Kangor. If 2 of them hit Kangor, fine. There's 3. You're going to have to ping him off so he doesn't gain nearly as much health. And then we will double play Fireflies. There's no reason not to. It helps to deal with anything he could play on the board. If he has another Consecrate, that's a bummer, but it doesn't actually affect me all that much. Yeah, my last missiles was terrible. Oh, there you go, Blizzard. Thank you for that balance play right there. Super duper good. Very much appreciate it. Counterspell would have been nice to have drawn last turn, but that will deal with one of his heals next turn, so that could potentially be really good. Well played. Probably thought it was explosive, but he also knew that he didn't have... yeah, Odd Mage is wrecking. Holy moly. This deck is actually really, really good. This is probably my favorite deck to play of all of the decks I've played so far, and I have played... To get to Legend, I played a ton of decks. I was super tilted and would just start changing decks. I've played Odd Paladin, Odd Rogue, Mid-Range Hunter, Secret Hunter, Odd Mage, even Shaman, and maybe another one? Did I play Mechathune or was that on my other account? Anyway, I played at least 6 different decks, and of those 6, this is my favorite deck. Although it didn't necessarily perform nearly as well as Mid-Range Hunter did. Let me just show you Mid-Range Hunter, especially in this last stretch right here. 61%. In this last stretch alone, look at all of these wins. Like, of these past almost 12 to 15 games, only 2 losses. That's insane. But this deck was definitely the most fun. It felt like, without even having control, I could control the board with a really powerful hero power consistently. I could deal with wide-ish boards with Arcane Missiles and Cinderstorm, especially into Odd Paladin. I had some decent card draw, some really good value plays, a bomb right at the end, and if I needed to, rather than just control, I could have just gone straight up aggro. Yeah, I'll Discord after this. If you guys haven't already, just join the Discord, link in the description, and yeah. Anyway, this is my favorite deck of this new expansion, so try it out if you haven't already. Deck guide is coming out real soon. See ya.